Okay, so we're going to continue by solving the problems 1 through 18. And this will be due probably at the end of the week.
What's up, Philip? Yes, you already know we back in the cut with another video.
I have some people who are a little, they just need to be brought back. So I have a glass paperweight in the shape of a rectangular pyramid. That's why I'm using volume equals 1/3 big BH. It has a base of, that is 3 inches by 4 inches. That's the length and the width. And a height, the actual pyramid, is 5 inches tall. Find the volume of the paperweight, which is still the pyramid. We chose this formula, and then we said volume equals 1/3, 12 times 5. The 12 came from 4 times 3, and then I'm going to multiply by 5. This right here is explaining the 12. It's the base area. It's the big B. It's the area of the base. I can say it 3 different ways. I'm still referring to the big B. Okay? Then they said 12 times 5 is what? Speak up. 60. How'd they get 20? Divided by 3. Or they found 1/3 of 60. Okay? So as you're going in to solve these problems, 10 and 11, and then when we go on to the actual practice, questions 1 through 18. Pages 319 through 322. On number 10 on page 319, I want you to follow these steps. So first, identify your 3D shape. Then choose an appropriate formula. They're either for a prism or a pyramid. Next, identify the base area formula. So you need to know who your base is and the formula that's needed to find its area. Plug in your values. If you need scrap paper, it's on the back table. And finally, what do we do to problems? What? Solve. Solve. Question 10 says a rectangular prism has a volume of 160 cubic centimeters. Rectangular prism is important because it's telling me what shape I have. Has a volume of 160 cubic centimeters and a height of 4 centimeters. What is the area of the base? Okay, so according to my steps that I have written out, I must first determine my shape. What's the shape? A rectangular prism. So what's the formula that I need? Not base times height. Look back. Look back at the very front of your notes on page 315 in that purple box and read what you should have written. Say what? Yes. Big B. Thank you. Volume equals big B times the height. This is not base times height.
It's a big B.
Okay. Identify the base area formula. So here's my big B, and it's a rectangular prism. So my big B will equal who times who? Base times height, little b, okay? Let me erase, we'll wipe this out. So, do I need the little b and the h? Who do I not know?
Never mind, I don't know.
The area of what? Of the base. What do I know? Look back in the question. What do I know?
The height.
The height is 4. Excuse you. And what else do I know? The volume. Thank you. So 160 equals 4 times big B, because I don't know who big B is. So I'm going to leave B as a variable, or leave big B as a variable. 160 equals 4B. This is an equation, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening to the 4 and the B? They're being multiplied. How do I get rid of the 4? Divide what and where? Divide by 4 on both sides. Both sides of my equal sign. Okay, if we drew a line there like we did in September when we were solving equations and inequalities, I need to separate my sides, divide by 4 on both. What happens to these 4s? Bye, Felicia. B equals 4 into 16. 4 into 160, then 40. And it's centimeters cubed, or centimeters squared, I'm sorry, because it's area, and this is the 2D. Put a box around your answer, and you're done. I've identified the base area formula, which I technically didn't need, but I did plug in values, and I did solve. This case, I had to work backwards.
That's centimeter squared, right?
It's centimeter squared because it's the area. Going on to question 11. All right, a square pyramid has a base edge of 5.5 yards and a height of 3.25 yards. Find the volume of the pyramid to the nearest tenth. Number 11. What's the first step?
Oh, wait, yes.
The 3D shape is a what?
Square pyramid.
Square pyramid. It's still a rectangular pyramid too. Sure, because the square is a rectangle. So if I'm trying to find the area of a square, what is my formula for that? Just the area of a square, because I'm going to need the base area. Okay? Base times height. Okay? So volume equals big B times H, but it's a pyramid, so what must I do? Divide by 3. I can write this 2 different ways. 1/3 big BH, or big BH divided by 3. Okay? So, identify base area formula. Plug in my values. Big B equals who? What is the base and the height of my base? What shape is my base in? A square. So what's the base of my square? And what's the height of my square? That's the height of the pyramid. What's the height of the square? What's the height of the square? Stop guessing. 5.5. Because the square has what? All equal sides. So 5.5 times 5.5. What is the height of the pyramid? This is not a trick question. What is the height of the pyramid? Thank you. So my volume is equal to 5.5 times 5.5 times 3.25, all divided by what? 3. Okay, let's break it down and start solving. What should I do first? Do I multiply 3 numbers in a row? Can I write 5.5 times 5.5 times 3.25? I cannot do that. So do 2 at a time. Stay focused. Do you remember the trick for this?
Do 5 times 5, only 5.5 times 5.5, and then drop the 25, and take that over to 5 to 5.5, and then add 20. Yeah, add 1.
So what would this be? Instead of 5 times 5, I need to multiply by
6.
So 5 times 6 is, stop talking.
30.25.
It's extremely rude. 30.25. Now what do I have to do? I've done that and that. Now I have to do times 3.25. Now where do I place my decimal?
4 times
Between the 8 and the 3, and then what's my last step? Divide by 3. 9, 8, and 3,125 10,000ths divided by 3 will give me my answer. Get ready to go.
Can I solve that on the